Time now for Phil's Gang Market Watch with Phil Grande.
We just got a lousy jobs report, and of course that was on Friday the 4th of May. It tells us a lot. And the jobs reports of 115,000 jobs coming off 105,000 jobs is telling us that the Obama administration, with his plan, his stimulus, it's not working. It's just not working. For heaven's sakes, we got to have 400,000 jobs every month just to get our GDP back up to 5%. We're 2.2%. It's not working. So, with that lousy job numbers, we're starting to see the unemployment rate go down. Boy, I hope the people on news will explain. They just don't come out and say, hey, guess what? Job numbers, terrific. Unemployment's coming down. I can see that in every newspaper, on every radio. Hey, jobs are good. The unemployment number came down 8.1% from 8.2%. Boy, the economy's getting better. And they're not going to explain that, no, that's not why it's coming down. It's coming down because more and more people have given up looking for jobs. Well, of course they're giving up looking for jobs. They're extending the unemployment. I mean, you can go now 29 weeks, and even worse, when they run out of the unemployment, you can pick up a check for $1,000. $1,000 a month doing nothing. Go get a disability check. Because remember what Pelosi has done. She has dropped a lot of the regulations, rules and regulations for you to qualify. She's done that because she wants more and more people to get a disability check once their unemployment check runs out, so that they will be counted as part of the group who are not being, who are giving up looking for work. It's called the labor participation number. So she wants that labor participation number to go up, and she's doing that by handing out disability checks, and she's doing that by getting rid of a lot of regulations. So all that Obama cares about is that the press reports we are doing better. The jobless rate has dropped, and he's going to try to drop it right below 8% by November. So don't plan on any kind of job increases, just to plan on more disability checks going out, more inflation. Plan on when you go to the grocery store, you're not going to get as much for those units of paper in your wallet. Where you used to go in with $100 and you bought $100 worth of groceries, then you bought with $100, $60 worth of groceries. Now with all this disability checks they're writing out, which you and I got to pay for, you and I got to underwrite it. Government doesn't have any cash around to pay for it. Certainly not going to tax us for it because it's an election year, so they're going to borrow it. So that means there's more inflation. That means the values of the dollars in our wallet starts going down, those units of paper. How bad is this? So what do we do with the stock market? How does this relate to the stock market? Very simple. The market's going to continue its march downward. I feel that the S&P, and if you look at the S&P, I told everybody let me get the right date. I'm going to make sure it's the right date. It was on March 24th when we started to have this big rally, and everybody's talking, oh boy, this rally's great. We're on our way back up. I said, no, don't listen to these people on CNBC. When that was around 1369 on the S&P, I said when we get to around 1420, I said, do not buy stocks and be long-term investors unless you get above 1420 and stay there for at least a week. Let's test it, because it's going to fail. Because we could see on our charts the volume was horrible. Things were horrible. And when you see IBM, Microsoft, Apple, they reported, stock shot straight up, and they sold right into them. Especially Apple shot straight up, sold right into it. That means there is a underlying rot in the economy, underlying rot in the market. Of course, the underlying rot we now know is they're giving out disability checks, and unemployment and all social programs have now gone up over 228%. Because they want people to stay out of work so that we can get a better unemployment number. Remember, they always take the people who give up looking and shove them off those rolls. To get them an incentive to stop looking, they give out checks. Let's take advantage. Not of them, but let's take advantage of the stock market. Let's continue to identify when these markets has to be short. That's what we've been doing. I told you again a couple of weeks ago not to go and invest in this market, that it would go lower. I believe this market is going to head, the S&P will head down to 1280. I think we can get there. Not going to go straight down because the banks, they keep on cheating. The Bernanke every day will go out and get $4.4 billion from Treasury, have them print it, and they give it to J.P. Morgan and Goldman Sachs to go buy bank stocks. to run the market back up. So we're going to have this choppy move of lower lows and lower highs. Learn how to short. This will be a benefit. Let me help you. Let me show you how to short. Even if you don't want to short, at least identify in advance when the market is going to drop. That's what you, at least do that. Look, why don't you join the gang? Let me help you. Let me help you to show you how do you know in advance when the stock market's going down. Remember, using a chart is like chess. You always have to plan 6 moves ahead. Help me, and I will help you. And then how about donating some of the money you make to St. Jude's? That's why we're here at St. Jude. Great organization. We'll see you on the charts.
For more information on Phil's Gang, please go to philsgang.com or give him a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.